we've got a very hectic week. Look at this rose. This is a nice angle, isn't it? And I've taken my heels off and I've swapped them for Crocs. Flamingo peas. It's a bit see-through in this video.
I'm not sure if I should say.
I feel like I've not found my purpose. That's so cringe. You know, you just know you look good. I have whiplash from that turnaround.
You'll turn right.
Okay. I would love a sandwich. So the exciting part of the vlog starts now and we get to walk the red carpet with Kylie Minogue herself. 4:24, it's almost dark outside. I can't believe it. I've had a bit of drama. I actually cancelled all my plans last weekend, so I need to worry less and live more. I don't know if anyone cares about this. She is large and in charge. She is bold and in control. I absolutely love it. Let my page. Well. Hello team and happy Tuesday. I feel like I start all of my weekly vlogs on a Tuesday just because I need Monday to just get my life together. So I hope you are all well. And we've got a very hectic week, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. This week I've got different work events, dinners, and some very exciting things happening with Carews and Dry Disco. So I'll fill you in on what's gone on this week so far, and then I'll bring you along with me today and through to the rest of the week. We've had a bit of drama, I'll be honest. So we've got production runs for Carews on Thursday and Friday. We have a new product launching and we have some very exciting things going on. It was actually supposed to be today and tomorrow. However, we've had some delays with a very vital ingredient for one of our recipes. And it's a basil extract that goes in one of the drinks and we can't make the drinks without it. Without it, it would just change the complete complexity of the drink and that's not what we want to do. So instead, we've had to, luckily it arrives tomorrow, so we've managed to postpone our production to Thursday and Friday, but the last 24 hours have been stressful trying to get it sorted. We also had issues with our tamper seals. So tamper seal is something that I actually designed myself, the compass and a ruler. It's this seal here, and basically the printer that usually does it for us, the machine that gets the gold foil effect, was completely broken. We had to problem solve that all yesterday as well. Obviously production day was supposed to be today, luckily it wasn't, otherwise nothing would have been ready. But what we've had to do is go with a silver effect and then have a coating applied to it to get it the gold effect that we need. So luckily we have managed to make that happen. Oh, one sec, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. So anyway, as I was saying, we've gone silver and they've put an additional coating on top to give us the effect that we want. But it's just given a huge amount of stress, I will be honest. So yesterday was literally problem solving mode and getting ready for production. We also, it's Black Friday next week and it's our first week of sales. We've never done a sale before. So our mission is basically, we know that we taste amazing, right? And we can obviously say that till the cows come home. But to someone that's never tried it before might not want to order something that they've never tried before. So we're giving a nice juicy discount for Black Friday so that it can kind of get liquid on people's lips and then we can be everyone's favourite drink. That is the plan. What else do I have to tell you? We've got loads of changes like design, bottles, all of that kind of stuff coming this week that I will show you later on in the vlog. But other than that, today I'm just squirreling away. I'm working on all of our Black Friday mailers, approvals of those. Just had a call with the guy that just called me. Basically, we're bringing someone on to help us with our supply chain because at the moment it's just me and one of my other colleagues, Chloe, emailing, trying to track, trying to juggle everything. And like, because we've got so many natural ingredients in our drinks, everything's coming from so many different suppliers. All of the bottle design is quite complex and that's quite a long and lengthy process. So we're going to try and streamline that, and we've brought someone on board to help us with that, which is very exciting because it means that we can do bigger production runs, a quicker turnaround, and hopefully get our name out there into retailers, etc. Very, very exciting stuff. So I am going to just work at my desk for a little while and then I will check in with you guys in a bit. But yeah, I hope everyone is well. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, how your week is going, how you're feeling about Christmas, and I will check in with you later this afternoon. Honestly, where has the day gone? What time is it? 4:24, it's almost dark outside, it's absolutely freezing and I don't know where the day's gone. So just to fill you in on my very, very boring afternoon, I had lots of calls. This is my keyboard. I had lots of calls. And then I had a campaign to film, so I went upstairs to do that. It's a skincare campaign and that was all finito. And it's actually the 14th of November today and that's the last of all of my November ad content shot, which is such a relief. So for the next 2 weeks until December, I don't have any other ad content to shoot for this month. Everything else is ready and scheduled. And then it means I can focus on production and Black Friday. So I don't know if anyone cares about this, but with social media content creation, a lot of my money comes from brand campaigns and ads where I'm advertising products or services to my followers. And that basically allows me to then do the other content that is talking about other things that aren't ads, if that makes sense. So I try and spread them out as best I can. I hate like forcing ads down people's throats. I also only work with people that really align. This video isn't also part of an ad. I'm not just about to sell you something, I'm just explaining. And then I also plan my content schedule, ideally a month in advance, but sometimes it's a couple of weeks. So I've planned everything from now until the end of December, and everything is ready, plotted and scheduled and ready to go, which just is a bit of a relief, because then once all the content is created, which takes a lot of time, right, like especially with limited lighting and everything, it's just 10 times harder than in the summer. It just means that I can focus on working on Carews and Dry Disco, because Dry Disco is literally in 15 days today. No, that's like 17 days today, which is very nerve-wracking because we still have tickets to sell and I'd really like to sell out before the 2nd of December. So at the moment I'm kind of working 2 jobs. I've got obviously the brand side of things I'm working on day to day, and then the content side of things. So knowing that that is done for 2 weeks is a huge relief. I actually have a vlog which is already probably live by the time you watch this, so I'm going to edit that this evening. But there's just a lot of things that I need to approve. So I've got a full-time assistant now who is amazing, and she sends me things throughout the day, and I'll be honest, when things are chaotic I miss a lot of them. So I'm now going to spend the next couple of hours just going through everything that she's sent me to approve and sign off on. And this can be anything from like social media assets to mailers to everything in between, to even scheduling some of my calls. So I'm going to go through and approve those and then call it a day, I think, other than editing the vlog. I've got a, I just feel a little bit flat at the moment. I don't know if you can tell, but I just feel very flat, and I don't know if it's because the weather's got colder and the days getting darker and shorter, or if it's just because I have no life. Yeah, I feel like I just need to do more fun things with my friends to switch off that aren't surrounded by work. Do you know what I mean? I think sometimes when you work for yourself and you're so passionate about what you do, which I'm so grateful for, and I absolutely love Carews and everything that comes with it, it will just come to a day when I know there's so much to do and I'll just think, oh, I should probably do that rather than having the day off, and I don't think that's healthy for anyone. So yeah, nice. I just had some bread with pesto on, so that's nice. I will check in with you in a bit. Wow, it is sunny today. Hello, good morning. How are we doing? It is Wednesday now. I didn't check in with you at all yesterday. Obviously I spoke about feeling a bit low and down, which is so funny because I came on my period this morning and I was like, oh, now everything makes sense. This happens every month. Like, why do I not learn? I wrote my to-do list this morning and I was just like, I don't know where to start. Like, it's just a little bit overwhelming in the sense of there's a lot to get done ahead of production tomorrow, as well as Dry Disco on the 2nd. So it's literally, oh God, under 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks away. Sometimes I feel weird about speaking about being overwhelmed, because I understand that the world will carry on spinning and everything will carry on even if I don't do what I do. But I'm very passionate about what I do, so I put an immense pressure on myself, and I sometimes feel guilty for speaking about being overwhelmed when I know there's far more overwhelmed people in the world, and I hope it doesn't come across that way. But there's just a lot to do and not many hands juggling each project. So I've written my to-do list, and there's a famous quote that is not vegan in the slightest, but it's, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. Basically, when things feel daunting and overwhelming, don't try and tackle the whole thing, just do the smallest things, one bite at a time, one step at a time, and celebrate each step. So that is what I'm doing. My friend Grace has got this concept called the productivity method and splits everything into projects, tasks and ticks. I am very much in that ethos at the moment, and I've split everything into those 3, and now I'm just going to plough through them, trying to get done as much as I can. I'm actually seeing my friend Grace tonight as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. I haven't really prioritised seeing my friends recently, which is really, really bad. I actually cancelled all my plans last weekend just because I needed a nothing weekend. Do you know what I mean? When you just have no plans, you do absolutely nothing. Sorry, the sun is blinding. You do nothing, but it feels like you've done a lot. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just very valuable rest. Jesus, it's so sunny. And I actually felt a little bit more settled going into this week, which I think is really important. However, I do know that I need my friends to survive. Like, I can't just carry on doing what I'm doing by myself. So I'm very much looking forward to a girly evening this evening. I don't know why I keep picking this up, I did that yesterday. I will actually tell you what we're doing tomorrow. So when we launched Carews, we launched it in 2 sizes, and I have them both to hand. If you could see the chaos on my desk, I won't show you because it's embarrassing. We launched in a 200ml bottle, which are these gorgeous preservative-free little numbers, and we also launched in a 500ml bottle. So we had these 2. I just love the shape and the feel of them so much. Like, the frosted bottle to me is just, I love it. I absolutely love it. Upon reflection, you get through a 500ml bottle really, really quickly, and we've done some market research into other competitors currently in the space, and we're now launching a larger bottle in a 700ml. So I don't have any frosted ones to show you, but I do have just a clear bottle to show you the difference, and I'm so excited about it because it means these will be lovely Christmas presents, and we're launching them on Monday, which is when our Black Friday sales start. So we've got production for the 700 and 500ml bottles tomorrow and Friday, and the 700ml bottles are going to be our best value for money bottle yet. So per like serve, it's a lot cheaper to buy a 700ml than it would be to say a 500 or 200ml, which I'm very excited about. The bottles are gorgeous, the tamper seals are ready to go, everything is over there. And then the other change that we're making to the bottle, again, I don't have an example to show you of the finish, these are just all samples that I've signed off from, is we're still going to be frosted. But rather than having a decal transfer, which is what we had before, we're actually moving to labels, because for consistency, and if we want to scale at the rate that we really want to scale at, for ease of production, it just makes sense to have it bottled and labelled at the same time. So we're actually moving towards a label finish, which gives us, I'm not sure if you've seen previous vlogs where there was an absolute disaster earlier this year within production, but it just gives us a little bit more security and consistency across the board, because if I'm selling a product, I want it to be perfect. Like, I want it to have not a single blemish or scratch or scuff. And I think with labels, that's going to be the most consistent way to do things. And with the decals, sometimes if they weren't firing onto the bottles properly, you have to disregard that entire bottle, which just to me seems so wasteful. So we're trying to find ways that are less wasteful moving forwards. And I think we found that solution, which is really exciting. So tomorrow is our first run with larger bottles and label finishes. And I cannot wait to show you it in a live environment of the factory. And honestly, factory day is my favourite, because you see everything coming to life, and also walking into the factory, you're just hit with this smell of the most unbelievable flavour. It's just amazing, and when it hits you and you walk into the factory, it's just wonderful, and to see it going through the production line is really, really exciting. I can't explain it, so I will take you with me tomorrow and show you all behind the scenes, but also just had a meeting with one of our massive sponsors for Dry Disco. Now, we've not announced it on socials yet, but by the time this video goes live, we would have announced it, so I feel like I can tell you now. Excuse me being in my pyjamas at freaking 1:30 in the afternoon, but look at this. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So we have Kylie Minogue Wines sponsoring Dry Disco. And I'm not sure if you've seen before, but they do a 0% wine and it is absolutely delicious. So they've sent me a little gift set, which is a bottle of the 0% and also these stunning champagne flutes that say Kylie Minogue Wines on. I actually met Kylie Minogue at an event where she was serving these wines a couple of months ago, and all of the assets that get posted with anything to do with Kylie Minogue, she has to have sign off. So we have sent her all of the marketing assets that we want to share to promote the partnership and the sponsorship, and we're waiting for her sign off. So that basically means that Kylie Minogue herself, the icon, the legend, the national treasure, knows about Dry Disco, which just blows my mind. So anyway, I am gonna crack on with everything that I need to crack on with, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hello, my angels. Right, I am very aware that this vlog is shit. I have literally spoken about nothing. I keep forgetting that I'm vlogging. But basically, I went out for dinner tonight for a takeaway and gully chats, which was absolutely lovely. And I've only just got home. It's like 11:30, maybe just after. So I need to prep my food for tomorrow, because we are leaving here just before 7 to get to the factory bright and early in the morning. You can stay here whilst I prep my food. What do I have to make? On Sunday, I had a campaign to film, and it was a recipe video for like a plant-based bolognese, and it was absolutely delicious. And I meal prepped literally 3 of these. It was absolutely massive. So I'm actually going to just get a smaller Tupperware and decant it into the smaller Tupperware and take that with me tomorrow. And I'm also going to make some overnight oats. This is a nice angle, isn't it? But anyway, I'm very excited. Factory days are always my favourite days, and it will be great to get to a point where I don't need to go to every single one, but I just enjoy them at the moment and I get very excited about them. So look at that. This is so, it doesn't look like much. Fuck me, that smells good. It's chickpea pasta and, oh, I spilled it. And mixed lentils and tomatoes and what else? Flamingo peas. I'd never heard of flamingo peas before, but I saw them in Holland and Barrett and was like, yep, need me some of them. And I'm going to top it with some nutritional yeast. I'll tell you about this tomorrow, because right now I'm trying to whisper because the whole world is asleep. And this is actually really boring, so I will probably check in with you in the morning when I don't look like... Who was that girl off of Little Britain? Vicky Pollard. That's who I look like right now. It's been a lovely evening. It was everything I needed and more. You know when you just need to sit and have girly chats and just switch off and not worry about life? I feel like I'm not doing enough of that at the moment. I'm spending all my time worrying. So I need to worry less and live more deep. I will see you in the morning. Love you. Why did I just say love you? I do love you, but that's weird. See ya. Good morning. We are in the car and we are heading to production. My mum actually came to pick me up this morning. Say hello.
Morning.
All of the team are out of office today, so it's mum and I heading up the cruise team at the factory. I was actually saying to the vlog yesterday that it's been really boring up until this point. I've literally just been sat at my desk.
Very true.
Doing absolutely nothing. Well, doing things, but nothing worth exciting. So the exciting part of the vlog starts now. It is now a new vlog from here on out, so hopefully it's more exciting. We're going to see the new product be filled, the 700ml bottles. We're seeing the new packaging, which is the new labels, which I can't wait to see, and we will document this whole journey, give you a little tour of the factory and understand how it works. This is something that I literally knew nothing about before starting this brand, and I think a lot of people assume that maybe I collaborated with maybe an agency that knew how to create drinks. I promise you, between the 4 founders, me, my dad, my manager and my brother, we knew nothing. And now ask me anything about lids, bottles, tamper seals, I can tell you the lot. Like, it's been Googling, research, asking a million questions and just being very vocal about the things that I do not know and playing dumb and being like, teach me to any contact that we've made. Somehow we have managed to pull together a brand that I think looks amazing, tastes amazing, and hopefully we can spread the word to as many people as possible. So we're going to head down now. Production days are good days. Hello, so we have arrived at the factory and today we are batching up Uplift. So we've had a taste test as soon as we've come through, and then we've had a conversation with our lead here, Dave, about some challenges that we are facing. Basically, we ordered some clear glass bottles last time to collect wastage from our previous run, and then we labelled those in our fulfillment centre as 700ml. Now obviously we're releasing a 700ml, so we've got frosted bottles and unfrosted, so we've batched up enough for both, when really we only needed to batch up enough for the frosted, and that was our miscalculation. So we're going to try and sort that. We'll collect the liquid so there's no wastage, but it just means we'll have loads of unsellable bottles that we'll have to then use for events and sampling and stuff. So that was challenge 1 that we had to just digest. And then there's a few issues with some of the pallets of glass. So there is at the moment about 170 bottles that we can't use, which again is wastage. We're hopefully going to be able to label those up and use them as table displays at things like Dry Disco and future events where we put like fairy lights in them and make them more props. But it's just not ideal that over 170 bottles are not going to be able to be used today so far. It's not ideal, it's not the best outcome from the situation, but we're going to try and see what we can do to work around it to make sure that we don't lose out on liquid that should be going in those 170 bottles, and also making sure that we utilise them in an effective way so that we're not wasting the glass. So yeah, we're going to go into the factory now and start seeing it being batched up, the bottles being filled, and showing the new labelling process as well. We're trying to find the positives, even though there are a few challenges this morning. And this is my favourite part. You know, you just know you look good.
Honestly, part of the team now.
Yeah.
Straight in.
Do not take any photos of me like this.
Looking like a condom. So I'm just going to do some work whilst the bottles are in the pasteurisation, because that takes like 40 minutes, and I'm going to crack on with some work. There's so much to do and so much to approve. So Chloe, my assistant, has sent over a list of all of the final approvals that I need to make and any changes that I need to make, and then we'll go back in to watch everything be labelled and put together and ready to be shipped to our warehouse. This is officially our first 700ml bottle. So this is the 500ml versus the 700ml. Ever so slightly different, but she is large and in charge. She is bold and in control. She is ready for world domination. Look at that. She's absolutely beautiful. The lighting here is terrible. I'm so happy. She looks so pretty. I just said, is this what it's like to have a newborn? And my mum was like, no. And I was like, I think it is. I'm so happy. Hello, so today has been a very good day. We are heading home, it's about 3:30 now. We're gonna have to leave early because I've got an event this evening that I will talk you through and take you with me on later. But I am holding our very first 70cl 700ml bottle and I am absolutely buzzing about it. And as we were leaving, they are batching up Drift, which is our other flavour for tomorrow's production. And what did you say? Mum went to one of the young lads in the factory and said, oh, I just love this smell because this smell filled the entire room and it is just the most beautiful smell. And he turned to her and said,
I'm not sure if I should say.
oh, I don't know if we're allowed. He just basically said that he really likes the smell and it may or may not be one of his favourites.
I couldn't possibly comment.
But it's just so exciting, and like obviously I go in there and I'm so passionate and overexcitable, but they are too. So like, you know, the people that are producing your liquid and putting love into it as well are enjoying it as much as you are. So I'm just so impressed with how the labels have turned out. It means, I'm not sure if you saw in the footage just now of the labels being applied, but it means everything is going to be consistent. It's going to look beautiful. It just looks so premium and gorgeous, doesn't it?
I love it actually. Really
I love it. So I'm really, really happy.
Now turn right.
Okay, and then we go again tomorrow with some more 700ml of the Drift. And now I need to rush home, get ready and wash my hair for this evening's event. It's all go, go, go at the moment, but we love to see it. Gosh, the turnaround time has been insane. I'm heading to an event this evening with YouTube and it's hosted by Emily Canham. And the brief was smart but stylish. So I've gone for, it's a bit see-through in this video, but it's like a sparkly high neck top with some black silk combat trousers. Let me show you. Pair of classic black heels and then this big old coat, a nice bag, hair and makeup, and honestly, I have whiplash from that turnaround. It was literally 45 minutes and I have no idea how I'm ready to go. But I'm gonna switch to Steph cam now because I don't want to take my camera with me. And I'll see you later. Bye. After a gorgeous evening. I'll talk you through some of what we did and what we got. But look at these flowers. Look at this rose. When you walked in, it was just a room full of women on YouTube. It was lovely. And then there was a talk from Emily Canham, who has been on YouTube for 10 years, and a welcome speech from some of the reps from YouTube. And then we all had a chance to like mingle, and there was loads of people. I literally walked in, I did not know a single person in that room. And I walked in and I was like really squinting to be like, please be someone I know, please be someone I know, please be someone I know. And then I luckily bumped into someone that I knew, and her name's Hayley, she's amazing. And I was literally like, I am not leaving your side for the evening now. And she was like, that's fine because I don't know anyone here either. So we just attached ourselves to each other. And then my friend Sophie Butler arrived, and then I was like, okay, cool. Now I know some people, and it was lovely. And we just sat and we chatted. And then there was, down one end, there was an area where you could get your nails done and you could get like a YouTube sticker put on your nails. And then they had these rows of flowers and you just had to choose like a colour that you wanted, and each one has something different on it. So mine says empowered, and it says own your power and seize your strength to turn dreams into reality, which I feel was very fitting after the day that we've had. And then they also gave us a goodie bag, which is made of recycled denim, and it says Women of YouTube, and we got some stickers that again say Women of YouTube. And I feel like I want to stick one on my laptops. If I'm working in a coffee shop, people are going to be like, are you on YouTube? And then I can be like, yeah, I am, but don't watch my videos because I'm embarrassed. And then got a really cool Women of YouTube water bottle. And then what I'm most excited about is this. I love this. I love a little pad, so I'm literally gonna be like this. And that is such a good size. So I'm now going to take off my makeup and get into bed because I'm exhausted. I got back so late from dinner last night, up so early this morning, and I'm actually in London early tomorrow for a Meta event. So I'm gonna go get my beauty sleep, wake up tomorrow, and we go again. It's all go, isn't it? I'm also going to Bath this weekend to see one of my best friends, and we're having like a reunion with some girls and gays that we went on holiday with earlier this year. And I need to pack for that at some point, and I don't really know when. I don't know when that's going to happen, but we will find time. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to go to bed, and I'll check in with you in the morning. Good morning. I am so tired. I am honestly exhausted. Right, so today I've just had a delivery for some things for Dry Disco. Should I show you? I do not look well, look at me. First of all, we are decorating the cocktail lounge for Dry Disco because we've got an entire room upstairs with like a seating area and stuff. We've got these light up letters for the bar, and then we're going to do other bits and bobs around the space which you'll see in another vlog probably. Then we're always looking for props for filming. Like, I didn't realise how much content we would need as a drinks brand, and I know nothing about mixology or bartending or serving drinks, but I know a good prop when I see them. So we've bought these diamond ice cube trays, and then obviously our detailing on our bottles is gold, and that is one of our main things. It's gold, it's premium, it's luxury, and I found this cocktail shaker which is like absolutely stunning, and it came with a little gold jigger. It also came with 2 of these glasses which are just stunning, and I think I would also have these in my home bar at home. People are so supportive. I posted a reel last night onto our main feed, and it was like, something is coming. Obviously you guys know what it is, but the people on Instagram don't, and I was like, comment what you think is coming. We've had so many comments and people getting so into it, being like, oh my god, is it this? Please tell me it's this. Da, 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 da. So I'd like to do a giveaway. We've not done a giveaway for Cruise yet. So we're looking at the moment to put together a bit of a brand deal giveaway with like a mixer brand, a glassware brand and things like that, just so it's like your perfect home bar setup. I'm loving it, and I'm really passionate about it and fascinated by the industry, the inner workings of everything. And even like yesterday we had new equipment in the factory, and I was fascinated by that and the excitement that we'd be able to improve our production and be able to turn over more units in a day. All of those things just light me up inside. I'm going to just work out my to-do list now, get a little bit of shit done, and then get ready so that I don't look like this. Right, I have made a decision, and I feel really bad.
I'm working here.
Sorry, just checking with the vlog. So I've made a decision, and I'm not going to the Meta event. I'm not going to the Meta event this morning. One, I don't feel 100%, I'll be honest. And 2, I have so much to catch up from yesterday. I literally just opened my emails and I've got so much that I missed. And I just know that the event will be amazing and it'll be lovely, and I hate letting people down. But the travel time from where we live into London to then back again to try and get work done in between that, I just feel like I feel more settled if I just smashed through things this morning. I probably should have forecasted this when I got the invitation and said no when I was invited, but hindsight is a beautiful thing, so I've unfortunately had to let people down and I feel a bit shit about it. So I am smashing through work this morning. Excuse the roller, I feel like this is a constant in my life. I am literally smashing through work, finished editing a YouTube video which is going live tomorrow, which for you is last week, so if you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. And then now I'm going to shoot some content because I know next week is going to be manic. I feel like at the moment I'm not adding much value to social media. I feel like my page started for a reason, and as of recently I've not been adding much value on Instagram, so I'm going to bulk film some content now in terms of like recipes and funny videos and educational content, so that next week when things are manic and the week after when things are manic because of Black Friday and everything that comes with it, I will have things to post on socials that aren't just bikeroos, do you know what I mean? Because that's not why I started my page, and it frustrates me when that's how my page is looking. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to spend the next hour and a half shooting content, and I'll edit that at some point over the weekend, potentially Sunday afternoon. So I'm going to go take this roller out and get filming.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch them stars fall. But you don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you.
Hello and happy Monday. I realised that I did not check in at all on Friday after I was manically getting ready. I did make it to Bath. I had a wonderful weekend with my friends, and I am now back to work. So this morning we popped over to the house to look at some updates of the build work, which will be in a vlog either next week or the week after, so stay tuned for that. But today is the start of our Black Friday sales for Cruise, and I don't know if you can tell my energy is quite chaotic because we are manically preparing for it to launch at 4 PM today. We've got our 700ml available from pre-order today, as well as all of the discounts. So we've got our promo video ready to go at 4. We've got all the supporting assets ready to go, the discount codes are ready to go, the mailers are ready to go, and it's just very, very exciting. The reason I am so chaotically manic right now is because we are also going to a movie premiere this evening. So Lewis and I have very, very excitedly been invited to Wish, which is a new Disney musical, and we get to walk the red carpet, we get to dress up and everything. So I am chaotically getting everything ready so that we can leave at 3:45 to get into London for 5:45 to walk the red carpet, which is going to be a once in a lifetime opportunity. I mean, maybe more than once in a lifetime. I've also never done a red carpet with Lewis before. I don't know how I'm invited, but let's go with it. Anyway, so I'm going to make sure that I have everything ready and raring to go for all of the social stuff so that I can post it in the taxi on the way there and then not have to stress about it all evening, which would be lovely. Hello, it is quite noisy because we are currently on the motorway and my hair is currently in pink curls, but we are on our way to the premiere and the video to announce our 700ml bottles and our Black Friday sale has just gone live. I've literally been posting it from the car, although we've just lost signal, which is a crying shame. Come on, 4G. I'm also going to finish getting ready for the premiere in the car. Super organised as always. Right on time at the moment, touch wood. We've got an hour left of the journey, so I'm going to sort out this situation and then I'm going to switch to Steph Cam now. Well, what an evening we have had. How nice was that?
It was amazing.
I've actually come in, I've come in and I've taken my heels off and I've swapped them for Crocs. I'm gonna drive home now, but oh my God, it was amazing. It was such a surreal experience, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I'm actually gonna start getting ready for bed in the car. If you've watched my vlogs before, you know this is my favourite thing to do in the world. But we actually met up with, what?
It's your favourite thing in the world to do?
No, maybe not. I have this really toxic trait of like making everything the most extreme version of something. Like, oh my God, this is the best day of my life. I say things like that too much. It's a toxic trait that I hate about myself.
Really? I hate about myself, but no. Hey now.
Sorry. This is what he deals with on a daily basis. Anyway, so we walked through Leicester Square. I looked ridiculous, didn't I?
It didn't meet the aesthetic of Leicester Square.
No, everyone was strutting around in their like coats, wrapped up for winter, and I was bouncing along with these freaking circular shoulder pads. Anyway, so then we bumped into our friends Callum and Seps, which was so cute. So then we just basically glued ourselves to them. Went in, bumped into loads of friends. Oh my God, we actually got to walk down. It wasn't a red carpet, it was a blue carpet. And then, do you want to say your favourite bit?
What was my favourite bit?
Your favourite bit?
What was that?
So we arrived and we got like really lovely photos in like quite a discreet area where it wasn't too invasive. Anyway, we turned a corner and someone was just like, stand over there. So Lewis and I was like, okay. And then you say the rest.
Oh Christ, the cameras.
Yeah.
Like proper paparazzi. It was just so weird.
And it's so funny because they were obviously taking our photo like, who the fuck are these people? But we were stood there and we were just like, how did you smile?
I have no idea. A deer in the headlights.
We were literally like, they're like, over here please, and we were like, and then they're like, over here please, and we were like, it was very funny.
It was that like little bit too long that it felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, it did a little bit. Do you think it was as uncomfortable for them as it was for us?
No, they don't care, do they?
Do they not?
Just take pictures. I'm here, please.
And obviously this is an extra dress, right? I am probably dressed as if I should be in the movie. I know I am not. I know that I never will be in a movie. Very aware of that. But this girl...
I was only saying to you earlier that I think you could still be in a movie.
Yeah, if I had about 6 billion acting lessons. Anyway, so then this girl was like, hi, can I get a photo with you? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, sure. So then she just started taking a selfie with me over the railing, and I just said to Lewis that she's going to be really disappointed when she realises that I'm not actually in the movie.
She definitely thought you were in it.
She definitely did, didn't she? And I felt so bad, and I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm not actually in the movie, because I didn't want to make her feel uncomfortable. Oh, we've got chocolate.
You've got chocolate.
Oh my God, can we talk about the ramen?
Oh, God,
so,
yeah.
we ran out of the premiere because I googled it and it said that there was a Pret outside the theatre and cinema, and I was like, I would love a sandwich because it was past my dinner time. I am so hungry. So we ran to Pret and it was 9:01 and they definitely shut early, didn't they? They definitely closed up early.
Yeah, the door was locked at 8:59.
Was it? So couldn't get a sandwich. So anyway, I was like, oh, let's just walk back to the car. We can just we can just eat when we're home, it's fine. Anyway, we walked past this like really inconspicuous place and Lewis was just like, oh, what was it called? Japan?
Something Japan.
Something Japan. And he was like, should we go in there? And I was like, yeah, fine, why not? So then I said, do you do takeaways? And then I was like, no, fuck it, let's just eat in. Bearing in mind, Lewis is in like a full-blown suit and I'm in a ball gown. We were just sat in this really like proper Japanese street food restaurant that only serves ramen, that does like specialty ramen on a Monday and Tuesday for £9. And it was some of the best ramen I think I've ever had in my life. We sat and we ate our miso ramen and our edamame beans dressed as if we'd just gone to prom.
Yeah.
And then now we're on our way home. All in all, a very fun evening. This is it, Japan Centre on, what does that say, Panton Street. That is where we had the best ramen we've had in a very, very long time. Highly recommend, just don't go in a ball gown. See ya. Hello, another day of running around like a headless chicken. So it is Tuesday. It has been a very good day. So I don't know if I spoke much about yesterday, but we had every issue under the sun. I think that's why I didn't check in very much. So we had tech issues. One of our team were off last week. So Thursday and Friday couldn't do a lot of the things that we needed to have done ahead of Monday. There was also delays at the factory. So we had a few issues at the factory last week. I mentioned a few of them in terms of broken glass. There were boxes that were misordered, which caused a knock-on effect of delays. So on Friday, close of play, they didn't really receive everything that they needed and they couldn't process everything they needed to then ship it to our fulfillment centre, which is only around the corner, but you still, for an amount of volume as much as we had then, with the amount of pallets that we had then, you have to book in a collection to then carry it to the fulfillment centre, but obviously they hadn't finished on Friday afternoon. So some of that got carried into the Monday, which is fine. So Mondays at the factory are usually used to clean tanks before the next client comes in. So Monday they utilised all of the machinery to label and box everything so that it was ready to ship out. But obviously we were hoping on Monday that everything was at the fulfillment centre so that people could then place their orders of the 700ml and everything would be dandy and ready to go. So we had to launch as a pre-sale of the 700ml, which isn't the end of the world. It will only delay things by like 2 days because I think our booking is now Wednesday, but it's also the busiest time of the year, so deliveries are going to be hell. So anyway, that was a few delays. Then we couldn't get the tech right. There was just a lot of issues yesterday. So not only was everything delayed, I was then delayed setting off going to the premiere, which meant I still had to get ready in the car. I was then launching everything from the car. As we were driving as well, Lou decided to drive in the end so that we had full control so that I could take all the bits and bobs that I needed to get ready in the car, and everything like that. So it was stressful, but amazing. So it was just a roller coaster of a day. And then yesterday we ended up having the best sales day we've ever had since launch. Like even on launch day we did more sales yesterday than we did on launch, and it was the best feeling in the world. Like it was so exciting and thrilling, and I'm just so passionate about the company and it's all I think about. I wake up, it's the first thing I think about. Before I go to bed, my mind is reeling, I'm writing down ideas, and I've just never felt, even when I was training to be a dancer, I never felt as passionate as I do now. Like I always thought I was a bit broken. Like my friends would go to every single class outside of college every day of the week, and I felt like I'd show up for my classes and then I'd leave and I'd be like, I loved that, I enjoyed that, but I wouldn't then want to go and do further things. I think I lost that when I went to full-time dance. I feel like I've not found my purpose, that's so cringe, but I found something that I'm so driven by. To me, there is no option but making this a success and contributing to people's sobriety journeys in a positive way. I feel like I've got a rocket up my arse today to just carry on doing what we're doing. And we've also come up with a really clever concept for December, which I will share probably in the next work vlog. So I think I'm going to end it here just so that I can knuckle away and use all of the energy that I've got from the last week to really go all guns blazing into the rest of this really exciting week. So when this vlog goes live, Black Friday will still be live. So if you are watching this and you want to try some Carews, get yourself a bargain while you can. Thank you so much for watching. This is very different content to what I ever set out for my YouTube or Instagram to be. I never thought it would be like business heavy or whatever. So if you do enjoy it, please let me know. I am very much learning as I go. I make mistakes on a daily basis and I'm learning from everything that goes wrong so that I can make things right. And as stressful as it is, it's so enjoyable because when you do get those moments like yesterday when things finally work out, you're like, oh, it was all worth it. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog and I am sending you all loads of love and I will speak to you next week. I think next week is a renovation vlog, so make sure you come back and check it out. But yeah, loads of love and I will see you soon. Bye.